Hello everyone, my name is Ashok Samal and I'm a part of Microsoft Western Europe. Welcome to Technology in Practice, and today we will talk about Microsoft Cognitive Services. And this part of Technology in Practice, I'm going to show you two demonstrations. One is text analytics. We will see how Microsoft Cognitive Services can help you achieve your text analytics goal without even writing a single line of code. And second, we will try to see how you can infuse virtual assistant or chatbot in your business to drive more customer traction, right? Stay tuned to it. Let's jump to text analytics. So, as a part of Microsoft Cognitive Services, Microsoft exposes a lot of API endpoints that is the front of a sophisticated machine learning model running at the back. So we have cognitive services for Bayesian, cognitive services for NLP like language understanding intelligence service, text analytics, computer vision, and many more. So this demonstration is more towards text analytics. So without even writing a line of code, you can just call one single API with the key and you can analyze your text like you have never done before. Let's jump into the action. Let's see how does it work and what are the output that you can get out of a bunch of text. Let's start with a complaint text, right? So I'm testing here complaint. We went to Contessa Steakhouse located at the location in New York last week and had a dinner party. Something went wrong and there is a complaint. I don't have time to read all this. And so as I think in your business also, a lot of people will be complaining and you might not have time to read all of this. So let's use our smart cognitive services and see what other information we can pull out of it. I just click one button, analyze. So what it does, this text is taken as an input, and the moment I press analyze, it actually call REST API endpoint with the key, and it will analyze the whole text and give you the output. Clicked, and now immediately within a second or less than a second, the first thing it identifies the language. The language is English, 100% confident about it. The keyword spoken was spoken about place, online menu, great menu, marvelous food, location New York, week, dinner party, steak, chief cook, owner, kitchen, smart tining, complaint, and email. So these are the key phrases spoken in the entire text. And if you see sentiment, and first the sentiment of the whole document, I mean the whole text that I printed here, the whole text has an 86% of positive sentiment, 0% neutral, and 14% negative. But it goes even down to sentence by sentence, and it also picks up like the first sentence, it says 99% good, 0% negative, 1 neutral. It does it for all the sentence. If you can see here, it does it for all the sentence. Sentence 6 is neutral, sentence 7 is 100% negative, and it actually finds out named entity as well. So a named entity is something that is associated to an attribute or something, right? So Contessa Steakhouse, that's a location. New York Midtown, that's a location. Last week, that's a date and time. Chief cook, that's a person. Owner, that's a person. John Doe, that's a person. Kitchen, that's a location. Structural, that's a phone number, 312-555-0176. Email, that's a scale, and that's the email ID. And it also goes and find out your PII information if you have any. It understood that you can actually identify a person because PII data is available here in this document. So there's a person, John Doe, URL is here, phone number is here, email address is here. So these are the PII data. Then it also find out linked entity. If you can click on it, it can actually take you to the Bing search and can help you find out more about this information, right? So these are all the things that you get just click of a button here and by calling just one API endpoint with the, isn't it cool? So you get the language, key phrases, overall sentiment, sentiment by sentence, and then the named entity, PII entities, linked entities, and yeah, that's it. So if you were wondering as a developer, what you actually see as the output is actually a JSON. So if you see this JSON file, it takes your document and it has everything in this JSON document. So if you're a developer, you know how to take this JSON out and parse it and find out what is interesting for your use case. Right. So if you were thinking, what happens when we provide a much bigger document. Let's try with a much bigger document. It is another complaint, and it is, yeah, it's a little bad than the previous one. So I just click analyze. It's still analyzing, and just one click of a button, it understood that the language is English. Key phrases, there is a lot of key phrases recurring, always, appointment, home, hours, poor service, impression, assistant, etc. But the sentiment is only 21% good, 4% neutral, and 75 negative. And then it actually tries to go line by line, and it tries to find out more information. That is, understand named entity. So today, June 16, representative, that awful. There is 1 hour, noon, all this information it picks up. It also finds out some PII entities like date and time, organization name, the person, and yeah, the person name every time, and then the linked entity. Yeah. So yeah, the linked entity here. So this is really helpful if you want to analyze your text data just right away. For an example, customer care, call center executive, they get a lot of data, call data or text data. You can just use this text analytics and immediately find out useful insights and keywords spoken, or if the sentiment is good or bad, you can understand those things just a fraction of a second. So this is really cool. And now we're going to jump to the chatbot virtual assistant. Right. So with the chatbot, let me demonstrate to you one of the chatbot. This is an insurance company called Litwa Insurance, and they are selling all kind of insurance. And the problem is, every time you need to have an insurance or need to know more about the insurance, you have to call the company, and then somebody has to be available to answer your phone call, and that's a much lengthy process, right? So instead of going through the traditional ways, the company decided to go ahead and implement a chatbot or a virtual assistant to solve these cases. So let's see how our chatbot, virtual assistant or chatbot can help in this case. So I'm a new customer. I'm coming here and I'm just starting a chat. So I'm asking a question like, what can you do? And it replies back, I can help you with all sort of insurance needs. Are you looking for a new insurance? Then I ask some standard questions and where is your company based? And I'm instantly getting an answer. I'm in Redmond, Washington, right? So these are some of the common questions that the chatbot can answer. Let's go deep dive and understand, can the chatbot handle more complicated questions? So I'm asking, I need an insurance. And then the bot is replying with beautiful cards. These cards are called hero cards. So it is replying with beautiful cards saying, do you need a property insurance, life insurance, or automotive insurance? I can just click on it or type it, or can even speak to it. So I say automotive insurance. And then it says, I can help you getting a new policy. Are you an existing customer? Remember, right now it doesn't recognize me because I'm anonymous. The moment I say I am an existing customer, it tries to authenticate me against the system. So I say, well, my name is Lars Olsen, that's my friend's name, and I have a personal identification number and basically the password. And it says, one moment please, is actually going back and trying to authenticate myself in the system, right? So let's wait until it comes back. And it came back And did you see last picture just popped up here? So it's found me in the system, it authenticated me so that it can answer my personal question right now. So first it tries to upsell. It says your daughter is turning 18. Do you want to include her in your license or sorry, insurance? So I say yes, please. Then it's asking what kind of car you got. I say sedan, and I say what make, Ford. Then it asks me on the model, that's a Fusion, and the year 2015. And then it is asking me, do you have the photo of a car? I say yes, I do. Then it's trying to ask me then it's trying to ask me to upload the picture. Let's play with the system a little bit. I say, okay, let's say this is my car. This is the picture of my car, let's say. Let it analyze. Oh, so it understood that doesn't look like a car. It looks more like it doesn't know. Let's play again with the system. Let's say this is my car. This is the picture of my car. This is my photograph. So let's see what it comes up with. I say that doesn't look like a car. It looks more like Silver Saliga wearing a suit and tie. Well, so what it does at the back, it is calling some intelligent object or picture recognition or object recognition cognitive services from Microsoft, and is trying to understand, is it a car or something else, right? So it found out it's something else. Let's put a car picture this time. So let's say I'm not picking up the correct one. I'm just picking up some car and saying this is my car, right? So let's see what it says this time. I says that doesn't look like a sedan. Do you want to use this picture? I say yes, please. So I said that's great, nice purchase, okay. And then that's all the information I need. So right now it is trying to give me the best possible rate that it can offer the customer so that the customer will go for it. I say 2015 Ford Fusion, $316.25 per month. That's too much. Nope, that's too much. Bye bye. And if I write like this, then this is where the text analytics also happening at the back. Then it understood the sentiment is super bad, right? So then it actually, what it did, it understood that it cannot handle me anymore. So it's actually handed over the whole chat to a human assistant, that is Jenny. So Jenny is a real person sitting at the back office. If the bot fails, the bot try to hand over to the real agent sitting at the back, right? So now if I'm Jenny, I have no idea what's going on. I just got a pop-up on my desk saying that something is going on, right? So for Jenny, the first thing you should see the opportunity that we are talking about. You see, right now there is an opportunity. Today, yeah, this is today. All right, auto insurance. So this is the opportunity we're talking about, right? The moment you click on it, the Jenny can see what is the discussion between the bot and the customer is happening and how to go ahead about it. Let me see if I can log into the system. Right now, within a fraction of a second, Jenny actually can see the whole chat the customer had with the bot. This is the whole chat the customer had with the bot. And now Jenny can read it quickly, or Jenny can just rely on the statistics that has been generated by machine learning model here. So it has two suggestions. One is the churn risk. the customer has a risk of 65% churn, and then there is a recommendation suggest applying 15% of the discount to the code. So Jenny actually got a tip from the system, from the machine learning models running at the back, and Jenny is now going to offer 15% discount to this customer to convert. So Jenny can directly start chatting from here and try to get more information from this, CRM. So this is how Jenny can go ahead and convince the customer to buy the insurance. So did you see it's a clear combination of chatbot at the front, but how the intelligence has been shared at the back with the back office support agents, right? So this is possible because this chatbot that you are building, you can integrate the whole thing with dynamic CRM or third-party software services and can have an end-to-end flow with it. This time it is the cells, but it could be used in any places. Right, so this is in a nutshell virtual assistant. So if I can summarize it a little bit, we started with some basic questions like where is the office and stuff like that. There is actually one cognitive services runs at the back that is called Microsoft Cognitive Services Q&A, question and answer. So you can basically upload your questions, set up questions, documents and stuff like that, and it converts your documents to question and answer pair. And it does automatic, so you don't need to write any code for that. The second, it tries to authenticate to me to the system so that it can recognize who I am. And then third, it also puts some nice looking hero cards so that the customer will like to continue the chat, right? Then it tries to ask me series of questions like what kind of car do you have, and what is the model of the car and stuff like that. And then it is trying to recognize my picture that I uploaded. Is it a car or not? Is it a sedan or not? And stuff like that. So once I provided those information, it called a machine learning model that is the pricing calculator for my profile customized for me. So it has a capability to call your machine learning model at the back and giving the output of the machine learning model to the customer. And when I didn't like the proposal, it handed over the whole call to Jenny, and Jenny took over from the CRM, saw all the chatting between the chatbot and the customer, found out recommendation like churn rate, recommendations to apply on the code, discount apply on the code, and stuff like that, and possibly convert it to a deal, right? So that's how you can utilize chatbot virtual assistant for your business and drive more customer traction. Thank you all. That's all for today. If you would like to know more about chatbot, virtual assistant, cognitive services in general, then feel free to reach out to me, Ashok Samal. Once again, here is my LinkedIn, and I would try to help you as much as I can. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day. Have fun.